Alright guys, so what I'm going to do today is show you how to get a definite integral on your calculator. I'm going to show you two different ways of doing it just because we can. Alright, so we have this one, which you'll notice that this is the one that we did recently as we were learning how to find the integral, right? We were learning about the rectangle method, the upper and lower rectangles, which is also called Riemann sums. And you may remember that we ended up with this right here. 9.875 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 14.375. So we expect the answer to be somewhere in between those two as we go an integral from 0 to 3. Now note that you do have to have the integral sign, you have to have the boundaries, and this does need to be integrated with respect to that variable. Okay, so I'll show you first one of the easiest ways to do it. This is inside of your shortcuts, so we go alpha F2 and you see fn int there, so function integral, and then you just type it in directly as you see there, so from 0 to 3, and it will be of x squared plus 1 and with respect to x, and you should be able to push enter and we get 12, and you'll notice that 12 is within the range that we said it should be, and so we get exactly 12. Alright, now from there there's actually another way to do it. You can also do it by graphing. Alright, so if we go into y equals and we type in x squared plus 1, so that is your y. Okay, so I've got x bar plus 1. Now what you can do is go to your graph, and there's the graph. And now you can do, of course, if you want to calculate something from a graph, you go second calc, and you'll notice that there's the integral function there. So you'll go down to 7. Your lower limit, which you want to be 0. Now, if it's already there, then that's fine. You can also trace it. You can go to the right, you can go to the left. So I'm going to go straight to 0, and I'm going to push enter. And now it asks for the upper limit, so I'm going to go over to the right. And you'll notice that when I get to 3, I can't get exactly 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in the number 3, and it says that upper limit is x equals 3. And so now you can push enter, and it finds you the integral from 0 to 0 to 3, which is again 12. And you'll notice that that's the same thing we got before. And as mentioned before, that's between the two integrals that I was looking for before there. Again, the idea of this is it's taking those rectangles and it's making those rectangles infinitely small. And so as you get smaller and smaller rectangles, your area gets more and more accurate. So if you can make those rectangles infinitely small, then you're going to essentially have the limit of those rectangles, which is the area under the curve. And so that's all for definite integrals. You can do it on your calculator, both from the home screen by doing the fn int function, or you can do it from graphing by doing the second calc and then do the integral. Alright, hopefully that's helpful.